Today, I'm going to share with you why should you have a TikTok agency account and what is the reason that is very, very beneficial for you to start with one. Let's be honest, a lot of people, they just create an account under their name and then eventually they get banned. They don't know what they can do and they get discouraged. And that's the reason that I made this video. I made this video to share with you why you would need to use a TikTok agency account from day one, because there's only benefits. And I'm going to speak about everything so you can make sure that you make the right decision. Okay, so let's speak about the first thing. So when it comes to TikTok agency account, the first benefit is the worldwide targeting. So as you can see right here, what does that mean? Well, it means that you will have access to all the countries from day one. If you have a personal TikTok account, what is going to happen is that you won't have access to the worldwide countries. You will only have access depending of the region that you live. So if you live in America, you will have US, United States, and certain other countries. If you live in Asia, you will have other countries. If you live, let's say, in Europe, you will have Spain, Germany, whatever, but you won't have all the countries possible. And this is very critical because if I can only either target US, Canada, or I can only target like Spain, Germany, France, then I'm limited. And people in Europe are even more limited because they don't have access to the US. So having a TikTok agency account is extremely crucial in order for you to start with the right foot and have as many clients as possible, because you will have access to not only United States, but the rest of the world. Okay. So the second benefit is, I think, the most beneficial for someone who's trying to scale. When you have a TikTok personal account, you will be charged. You will be charged taxes. So what does that mean? Well, it simply means that depending the tax in your country, those taxes are going to be added every time you spend money on ads. So if you spend $100 on ads, let me give you an example. As a Canadian, well, you will have $100 plus 15% on ads that you need to pay. So 115 in total. But with an agency account, you have no fees whatsoever. You have no tax to pay because you're running ads under another entity, and the entity is paying the taxes, is paying everything for you. So it's all legit, all good. You just simply run ads under someone else's name, a corporation, an agency, basically. So for me, this is the most beneficial point. Why? Well, when you're scaling your product and you're spending thousands of dollars per day, that 15%, think about it. You spend 100K on ads, that 15% is 15K more in your pocket. Doesn't seem like much, but when you add it to 100K, 200K, 300K, it adds up pretty quickly. And let's be honest, in dropshipping, we want to have the biggest profit margin possible. We don't want to make 10%. We don't want to make 5%. Our goal is to make 30, 40, 45% at the end. We want clear benefit. I'm not here to show on a screen, oh, I made $1 million in revenue, but on the back end, I only made $5. That's not my goal. My goal is to make as much money as possible. And even though I can have a lower revenue, but my profit is higher, I'm winning. I'm not here to flex. I'm here to make money. That's it. Okay. So this is the second benefit. The third one is top up yourself. So top up yourself simply means that you will be able to add your credit card to pay everything by yourself without any problem. Obviously, certain agencies won't accept that, but eventually, if you build a relationship with the agency, you have been running ads with them for a few weeks, a few months, they will allow it. The only reason why they don't accept it right away is because a lot of drop shippers, when they start drop shipping, they start spending money and they don't pay their bills. So it's the agency that need to pay the bill for them. So it's kind of a scam, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, if you're here for the long term and the agency trusts you, later on it will allow you to top up yourself and you won't have any problems. So it is pretty nice. The other one is get rid of suspension. So basically is, if you get suspended, let's say your ad account gets suspended or your ads get flagged, something happened, the agency can in 24 hours to 48 hours, create another account for you. So this is just simply amazing, because if you lose your personal account, you're basically on not in good hands. It's problematic. Why? Because what are you going to do? But the agency it's under an entity, an agency, a corporation. They can create as many ad accounts as possible. So if you get flagged, you will just create another one and you won't have any problems. This, I think, is a very strong bonus when you start to scale and you start adding more products and testing more products. So this is more for advanced dropshippers. But I think the biggest benefit of them all is you have a representative. So someone that works under the agency that speaks to you 24/7 and resolve your problem 24/7. Your ad account has a problem, no worries. You have someone that is going to help. Your ad account spends too much, no worries, or let's shut it down, let's do another one. Whatever your problem is, the agency has people that are there 24/7 to help you and to help your needs. So this is really amazing. And to be honest, the agency that I've been working with for years at this point, the way that they work is they hire people from university that they need, a job or something like that. And you work with people with high degree. So they're mature, they're smart, and they are people that, are business driven. So they're going to be there to help you, and it's going to be an amazing experience. I've never had nobody say that they had a bad experience with the agency that I work with. They have been doing amazing things, and it's simply, at the end of the day, a really good um, corporation. But again, there's a lot of bad agencies out there. That's why the only way that you can get a good agencies is from mouth to mouth. So what do I mean by this is you need to get your agency either by a mentor or by a friend that tested an agency and work with them. I never go online and search for TikTok ads agency account. Why? Because there's a lot of scams out there, and you could be scammed by someone that pretends that works for an agency or that has an agency, and at the end of the day they don't have anything. They're just there to scam you. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is important that you have an agency account for all those and all those things that I just said, and that you protect yourself from just exploring and testing things. Let me be honest with you. Every time that I need something, either a supplier, either an agency account, or whatever, it's from someone that I trusted or someone that has a name in the game. So if you take an agency account from me, then and my brother, you know that we are a trusted source. Why? Because we gave it to hundreds of people, if not thousands of people, and we have one of the best agency accounts that we've partnered with. The agency have been working with us for years at this point, so we have a privilege. Every time we send them a student, send them someone, they're going to treat you even more with care because they all come from us. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's a no-brainer. What are the downside of an agency account? Because a lot of you are going to say, and with I believe so that it's normal that you ask those questions, but you are going to ask me probably, okay, but what is the downside? This sounds too good to be true. Well, I understand. In life, there's nothing that is too good to be true. There's pros and cons on everything. What is the cons? To be honest, I don't find any cons on having a TikTok agency account. I think the only bad side would be, like I said, the top up yourself is that you need to basically pay the agency in order for them to put money into your account. But eventually, when you spend money with them, they will allow you to top up yourself. Beside that, I don't think there's none. I don't think there's none. You have access to worldwide countries. You pay no tax. You will be able to top up yourself, not at the beginning, but you'll be able to it. You will get rid of suspension. There's really not a bad thing that I could say about an agency account. And that's probably why I've been working with them for years at this point. So you guys, if you have any question about agency accounts or you want to have access to our agency accounts, well, you need to be part of the mentorship. Sadly, we want to keep this limited as much as possible. If you're not part of our mentorship, then you won't have access to it. Because let me be clear with you, we spend thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in order to get good information. What I mean is, let's say, do you think that we pay for our supplier for free? Like we had a supplier for free? No, our supplier, we paid people to give us the best supplier possible. Our agency accounts on TikTok, agency accounts on everything, everything that we pay, like we pay to have information and to have trustful information. So for you to have access to those agency accounts, it's not about paying, but you need to be inside of a program, or you need to be active in our community, at least active in our community, for us to give you access to that. Why? Because we just don't want to send a bunch of random people. Like, I love you guys. You guys are, in a way, like my life, because I make videos every single day. But there's people that if we give them the agency account are going to ruin our name. And we're not going to give our agency account to people that are going to ruin your name. But at least we know that people that get inside of the mentorship, in a way, they're committed and they're not going to screw up. They're going to say whatever we say. And things for free, we don't appreciate it that much. Let's be honest. But yeah, those are the reason why you would choose a TikTok ad agency account. If you have any question, let me know down below. I'll be more than happy to reply to you. And if you want to be part of the mentorship, send a message to my brother. I think there's a link down below in the description, and you'll be able to be part of it. We have limited places. We don't choose everyone. So first come, first serve. Wish you all an amazing rest of your day. Take care and peace out.